Yo, 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 what is going on, guys? It is your boy, Fanthony Football, bringing you another bang. Today, we're doing another tier list. I don't know, I love doing these tier lists. You guys like it. Um, so, yeah, I thought I'd just do another one. I was thinking, like, what if we ranked just teams in general um, as, like, what I think is going to be the best teams for this year? And this might actually help you fantasy football wise because you might be one of those persons that, or one of those people that care more about kind of like the situation that the player's in more than player talent. I tend to lean more on player talent, but it's definitely situational too. I mean, you can't like you definitely have to take in consideration, especially for the running back position. Hey, this guy's on the worst offense in the league. That's why Genty isn't going where you know I don't know Jameer Gibbs is going in the NFL draft. Like if Genty was on the Lions, I'm sure he'd be a top three running back, but that's not the case. So I thought we'd do a little tier list. I think this would be fun. Hopefully, we don't get no dang ads that come up on this tier list website. It pisses me off when that happens. So, starting off, we got the New Orleans Saints. It's laggy already. It's a laggy already thing. Thank God. Not thank God. The Saints. So you got Tyler Shuck, you got Jordan Tyson, you got Olave, you now got Travis Etienne or A-Chain, is it A-Chan or something? I don't know. Whatever he wants to be called. You don't have a bad defensive line, and you don't have a bad O line. I don't remember who the coach is off the top of my head or the offensive coordinator, but their scheme is very pass heavy, so I don't mind it. Do I think they're a playoff team? No, I don't think so. Um, that being said, could they? Could they be? It's like potentially, but as a betting man, I would not have the Saints in as a playoff team. So I think. I mean, okay, let's see what we got. Missing playoff teams, mediocre at best, young but intriguing. So I don't love how it goes down like this because I feel like mediocre at best should be below young but intriguing. Doesn't that make sense? I don't know. So can we actually? Does this work? What does this do? Holy crap! It's slow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, number one pick contention. Yeah. So for the Saints, I'll go young but intriguing. They're a very young squad. I feel like. Um, yeah, I'll do that. The Dolphins are the worst team in the NFL. I think they might be worse than the Cardinals. I don't know. The Cardinals are really bad, but I don't know, dude. There's literally nobody on the Dolphins that I think's good besides Achan. You got Malik Willis. Okay, who are your wide receivers? Malik Washington, I know is one. Skylar Bell, is that or Chris Bell? So a rookie. Um, is Tutu Atwell there? No, I think he's still in the Rams. I don't know, dude. I don't know. That team is just so bad. The only offense they have is Devon A Chain, and I'm positive every defense in the league is just going to stack the box this year and stop the run. And I don't think they're going to be able to do anything to be honest with you. So, um, yeah, I don't like the Dolphins at all. Ravens. I don't like Lamar Jackson. You guys know this. I think Lamar is a choker, and I think he's a stat patter. I don't think he's that good of a quarterback. Hot take. Yes, I know. But are they a playoff team? They could be. You have Derrick Henry. It really depends on their schedule. I don't know these guys' schedules like that well. But if they had like an easy schedule, I could totally see them being a playoff team. Do they make the playoffs this year? So, bro, I could see them missing the playoffs, but I'll put them in potential wild cards. Put them in potential wild cards. I don't know. I feel like it's getting old. I feel like their offense is the exact same, and I really feel like a lot of teams know exactly how to play against the Ravens. To be honest with you, you stop Zay, and you stop Lamar from running, and hopefully you can stop Derrick Henry, which that's probably your biggest threat. If you could stop Derrick Henry, who's getting really old, 33 years old, I just don't see I just don't see the Ravens being that good. They got a good defense, though, Kyle Hamilton. So I'll put them in potential wild cards. The Bengals. The Bengals are a playoff team, I believe, this year. Yeah. That being said, Joe Burrow. Okay, if you're watching this, Joe Burrow, it's a put up or shut up season for you, dog. I'm tired of defending you. Like, you get so much hype for not really doing much at all, to be honest with you. Again, I think he's really like a stat pattern. I feel like the Bengals are like not that crazy of a team. That being said, they got Dexter Lawrence this year. Huge. Wait, where did Trey Hendrickson go? Is he still in the Bengals? I can't remember. Did he go to the Ravens? I can't remember where he went, but I think he went to the Ravens. Actually, maybe the Ravens are a little bit better, but I don't know, man. The Bengals are so like, oh, it's so TikTok. I don't like the Bengals. I love Jamar Chase. And I love T Higgins. And I love Chase Brown, which sucks. But I don't love Joe Burrow. But you know, if he has a good season, starts passing the ball well, and doesn't get injured again, I think they could be really good. They have O line issues, obviously, but hopefully that's a little bit better. They picked up a good defensive player. Um, oh wait, yeah, I said him already. It's what's his name? Dexter Lawrence. So yeah, I mean they're all right. Nothing crazy. Their secondary is still crap, in my opinion. So the Broncos. The Broncos are, in my opinion, Super Bowl contenders. I think they could be Super Bowl favorites. Look, you literally got everything there. You got the best defense in Pat Surtain and Nick Benito. You got Jalen Waddle, new addition. You really needed a speedster. You got a new wide receiver one. You still have all those wide receivers you had from last year, and Cortland Sutton, who still looks solid. Troy Franklin, who's still solid. You got J.K. Dobbins, who does get hurt but looks really good. They just drafted Jonah Coleman, great running back out of Washington, and Bo Nix he's a winner, man. I love Bo. See, I like Bo Nix more than Joe Burrow. I don't care that Joe Burrow could throw the ball better. The Broncos are just a winning team, so I can easily see them winning the Super Bowl this year. They just have all the skills they need to win it. So yeah, I like them a lot. The Giants. Uh, they could be a playoff team, man. They lost a lot of games last year, but they lost Brian Dable, which is big loss. You still have Matt Nagy there. Malik's injured. I really think it depends on the whole Malik injury. Um, you drafted Arvell Reese though. Okay, you drafted Francis Mauigoa. Your line got a little bit better. Cam Scadaboo's coming back. They got Isaiah Likely. John Harbaugh's there. So yeah, I like it a little bit. I like it more than the Saints. I'll put them in missing playoff teams because I feel like if they play, I mean, who are they really going to beat in the NFC East? They're not beating the Eagles. they could actually beat the Eagles like one game, I think. But I don't think they're a better team than the Eagles. I don't think they're a better team than the Cowboys, especially that they didn't draft Caleb Downs, which they should have. Um, they can beat the Commanders, but even the Commanders can give them a run for their money with Jaden Daniels. So I'll put them in missing the playoffs. The Vikings, bro, I really don't like the Vikings, bro. I know I'm going to put them with the Giants. I don't think they're that good. I feel like Jettis is like the only good piece there. Kyler can maybe try to revive it a little bit, but they're not making the playoffs, bro. They're not making the playoffs, bro. No. This is just not happening. It's just not happening. The LA Rams, that's your number one. That's your number one. If the Rams don't win it this year, I mean, I don't know what to tell them. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, how could you not win? You have Stafford, the best quarterback in the league, best passing quarterback in the league at least, and he's really like clutch. Devontae Adams, I mean, just a separator, one of the best wide receivers of all time. Puka, who catches everything and will run your ass over after catching the ball. I mean, you got Kyron, who's a stud, I think, technical running back. You got Blake Corum right behind him. You got a great O-line. And then you get to the defense. It's insane. You got Trent McDuffie in the secondary, who's top 5 cornerback. They just got Myles Garrett, defensive player of the year, holds the sack record. Like, if the Rams don't win it this year, shite, in my opinion. The Buccaneers, put them in front of the Giants, missing the playoffs. I don't really want to talk. There's not much to talk about. You got Bucky. Baker's kind of a dog, but there's not enough weapons there at all. The Lions. The Lions are starting to decline a little bit, in my opinion. That said, they're still a playoff team. They're better than the Ravens. Yeah. That's all I got to really say. Aiden Hutchinson's coming back this year. Gonna have a good defense, I think. You still got Amon-Ra. Jameson looks good. You got Jameer, the GOAT. Jared Goff looks like he's declining a little bit. That's the part where I'm like, they could definitely lose some games they should have won, but I still like the Lions. Solid team. Always a solid team with the Lions. The Bears, do I like the Bears or the Ravens better? I'm a little hesitant on the Bears because they're still really young. That being said, I think the Bears are better offensively, especially with Ben Johnson, but defensively they're not. And I think if the Ravens played the Bears, the Ravens could definitely win just by their defense alone. And if Lamar just happens to have a good game, yeah. But, yeah, I'll put them in potential wild cards. Moving on, the Niners. They're another one of your potential Super Bowl contenders, I think. Yeah, you could put them in a playoff team. But with the addition of Mike Evans, I really think that's a big addition, man. I mean, you have a guy that can just go up and get the ball. And Brock Purdy, you know how Brock Purdy loves his little fade to the corner of the end zone, man. And that's Mike Evans' specialty. So, yeah, I like the Niners. I like the Niners. They're getting old, though, man. They need to put some more youth. They need to rejuvenate them a little bit with some more youth, in my opinion. But the Niners are always a solid team. They beat the Eagles last year in the playoffs. So, yeah. Speaking of the Birds, The Birds can have a real good bounce back year. I'm trying to debate on what the Birds are going to do though this year, man. You got a new head coach in Sean Mannion, or not head coach. I'm sorry, offensive coordinator in Sean Mannion. You still got Saquon. I don't know. I guess not much has like changed. You got Makai Lemon, but they're like 2 years ago they were such a good team. They were like so good to the point where I think like there has to be a little bit of a bounce back. And even if there's a little bit of a bounce back, Jalen Hurts is such a winner that I think they could be Super Bowl contenders. Um, that said, though, it's a new offense. It could be a little sketchy. Jalen needs to throw that ball more, man. Jalen needs to throw that ball this year. That's what it's going to come down to. If he throws the ball this year, bada bing, bada boom. But for right now, better than the Lions. Yes. Yes. I'm actually going to put the Lions in front of the Bengals, too. Yeah. Okay. The Raiders. Dude, the Raiders are still kind of bad. They're still bad. They're still young. They're rebuilding. So you got to put them in. You got to put them in mediocre at best. I think. I know they're young but intriguing, but you know they're not going to win much this year. They don't have a wide receiver, bro. They don't have a wide receiver. They got they kind of upgraded their O line, but if you don't have a wide receiver to go with that, it's like, does it even matter? Like, you need at least one. You can't rely on Brock the whole time, and you can't rely on just Genty getting passes in the backfield. So I don't see much for the Raiders this year. Next year though, if they get a good wide receiver, I don't hate them. The Packers. Um, are they Super Bowl contenders? No. Are they a playoff team? Yes. What happened here? Boom. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you got Jordan Love, who's all right. Um, Josh Jacobs is still really good in my opinion. You got Tucker Kraft, Christian Watson just got signed to a big deal, so yeah, I could see him. You got Micah Parsons there too. I could see him being pretty good. I could see them being better than the Bengals. Can I see them beating the Lions? Probably not. The Commanders. Um, Sorry, I like Jaden Daniels a lot. I loved watching him his freshman year with Terry McLaurin. But man, you need to get the guy some weapons, dude. You need to get the guy some weapons. He has nobody. He's got Antonio Williams and Terry McLaurin. That's not gonna cut it. That's not gonna cut it. You also don't have a running back. They drafted Katron Allen. They have Ja'Cory Crosby Merritt. Their defense isn't that good. They did get I tell you what, they did get Sonny Styles, which I like a lot. That's really big for them. But I don't think it's enough. You need a stud wide receiver there. Uh, Cardinals, they might be the worst. I think they actually are the worst team. I think they're the worst team. Yeah. Actually, who's worse? Probably the Dolphins. Actually, I think the Dolphins are actually the worst team. I'm sorry. I'll give the Cardinals a little bit more credit. They got Michael Wilson. They got Trey McBride. They got Jeremiah Love. Yeah, that's better than anyone on the Dolphins. Steelers. Um, take him over the Vikings. Honestly, yeah, I like Michael Pittman. I actually like Michael Pittman and DK Metcalf on that offense. I think that can be kind of scary to stop. Jalen Warren's there. Who's the other guy? The other running back that's competing with Jalen Warren. I forget, but yeah, it's not bad. You got a pretty decent defense. I always feel like the Steelers really show up to games. I don't mind them. Bills. The Bills are in here. I'll probably put them. Bro, Josh Allen is just such a threat, dude, to stop. I know he's choked in the playoffs a lot, but man, that Bills team is got to be scary to go up against. When they do like an 8-man front with Josh Allen right behind him, and then James Cook, a speedster, man, it's just a dangerous duo. And their defense is good. You got, what's his name, Poyer, right? Is he still? Or no, I think he left actually. I think he's on the Dolphins actually now. But you got the Milano. I like the Bills a lot. I could totally see them winning the Super Bowl this year. But I mean, the Rams exist, and the Broncos exist still. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who I like better between the Bills and the Broncos. To be honest, it's a close one. For right now, I'll give Josh Allen the credit. Falcons. They're pretty bad. I'd still take them over these three. I think the Buccaneers are a little too high as well. I'll put the Buccaneers right about there. Yeah, Falcons, you got Bijan, got Drake London, got Kyle Pitts. Zachariah Branch is a pretty good addition. Tua, see, it's going to come down to Tua and the defense. It's going to come down to Tua and the defense. The defense especially. But I mean, the Falcons haven't been able to push the ball down the field. They just haven't. It's not smooth and effortless. It's like even when Bijan gets the ball, it's tough for him to get yards. But Tua likes playing in a dome. Okay, he's finally off the crappy Dolphins. Maybe he feels like this is his new home this year. I can totally see him throwing the ball, getting it to London, getting it to Pitts. I can see it happening. So for that reason alone, I think they're better than these teams. Yeah, I like the young talent. Seahawks. Now I do think the Seahawks regress this year, and I'll tell you why. They lost Clint Kubiak. Okay, he went to the Raiders. You lost Kenneth Walker. You lost Reek Woolen. Now, don't get me wrong, they're still very scary on offense. Sam Darnold is really good, man. You got to give Sam Darnold his flowers. The dude's consistently good. And JSN is consistently very good too. He is hard to guard, man. That small dude, such a good slot, wide, great hands, great balance. He just really knows how to get open in zone coverage. And then you got like AJ Porter that will just like streak down the field as like a 6'6" guy. Cooper Kupp, who's still very dangerous. You got to always guard him. And then there's another wide receiver there. I can't remember. And then you got like a new rookie, Darian Price, with fresh legs coming in. And then you got to deal with Zach Charbonnet when he comes back too. So they're still very good. Very good. Their defense is still solid. That being said, I actually think they're like here this year. I'm taking these two teams over the Seahawks this year. Yeah. Yeah. Still very solid though. The Patriots, I think the Patriots are in for a little bit of a wake up call. I'm not gonna lie. That being said, you know, AJ Brown, Travion, Drake is still there. You got a pretty decent O line. Um, besides Will Campbell in the playoffs. I'm just kidding. I think he's fine. Uh, I don't know who. Oh, Hunter Henry. Yeah. Not bad still. I'd put him in potential wild card. I think they're significantly like a tier above these teams right here. I think they're better than the Bears. Actually, yeah. I think they're better than the Bears. They're probably not better than the Ravens, but I'd say they're better than the Bears. The Browns, man, everyone always hates on the Browns, but you know, I mean, they've been doing really good in these drafts. I love Casey Concepcion. I love Denzel Boston a lot. I really like both of those prospects. Quinshawn Judkins is going to be back. Um, it's the quarterback situation that's iffy, and the defense that's bad. Um, that being said, I mean, I think they're better than the Raiders. Are they better than the Raiders? I'm gonna put them at young but intriguing. Put them at young but intriguing. I think they're gonna be interesting to watch. Like I actually kind of get excited watching the Browns now. Like I think I'm gonna be excited, which is crazy to say. Texans absolutely upheld by their defense. I'll give them potential wild card. They're not better than the Bears though. The only reason why they're better than these teams is not offensively though, but it's defensively. Their defense is so nasty. You got Will Anderson. You got um, Derek Stingley. Stingley's so good. Stingley might be the best corner in the league. He might be up there with Pat. But yeah, good team. Chiefs. Um, they need a weapon there. I think they really do need a weapon there bad. But Rasheed Rice is back. You know, I'm gonna put him. I'll put him potential wild cards. I'll put them potential wild cards. I think they make a little bit of a bounce back this year, but I still don't think it's good enough. I think they need some more weapons um, at receiver. And Kelsey's getting really old. And Mahomes hasn't really looked like himself that much. But defense gotten weakened too. Yeah, I'll put them right there. Cowboys. Now the Cowboys are actually pretty high on my list this year, man. Pretty high on my list. I mean, think about everything you got there. It's kind of hard to not be good. Caleb Downs, okay, he's going to be a really good safety. I can already see it. So their secondary is kind of good, kind of unlocks on the secondary. Their D line, I don't really know what's on their D line to be honest with you. I'm not like that crazy into it, but Pickens, bro, you got to like, and when you're not dealing with Pickens, you got to deal with CD Lamb, who's still very, very good. You got Javante Williams, who is really solid. You know, he's never going to really let you down. Good goal line. And Dak's still hucking that ball, man. Dak can still throw that ball, man. Man, I seen him throw some deep balls last year to CD. They're just a fun. I mean, it's a fun offense to watch, man. it's just a fun offense to watch, and now I think their defense is going to be fun to watch too. So yeah, yeah, I like the Cowboys. I like the Cowboys this year for sure. The Chargers. A lot of people like the Chargers. I still don't think they're Super Bowl contenders though. I still think they're a little young for that. Their defense is really good though. I'll put them like there. I'll put them like there. I need to see it. I need to see it more, dude. I can't give you Super Bowl contenders, Justin Herbert. Can't do it yet. Need to see you actually do something. And I'm not putting you above Lions, Cowboys, or Birds. You're lucky I'm putting you above Joe Burrow. Because that team can also be better than you. Same thing with the Packers, to be honest. But I'm excited for Marion Hampton. Not really. I'm kind of excited for Ladd. I hope Ladd has a good season. I hope Quentin Johnson has a good season. And I hope Herbert has a good season too. But that O line is needs improvement. The Jets are just going to be mediocre at best. Honestly, I'm actually going to put them down here. Unfortunately, um, it's just Geno Smith, man. I don't think he's going to be able to. I don't think he's going to be able to really work that offense in MetLife Stadium. MetLife Stadium's a tough stadium to play in, man. That's just old. It's windy. It's not for Geno Smith. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. The Panthers. Now, actually, I think these teams right here at the end are actually kind of going to be fun ones to watch. Now, the Panthers, I think, call me crazy. I think they have a shot to make it to like the playoffs, dude. I'm not even kidding. I think they have a shot to make it to the playoffs. I really like Bryce Young. I know a lot of people hate Bryce Young and he can't pass the ball, but I really think it's because their offensive scheme is to run the football. But I'll tell you what, when I watched them beat the Rams last year, I saw a little spark. I saw a little spark. You know, Bryce is a smart kid. He's young still. He was 24 last year, guys. You got to give him some time to develop. Got to give time for Tet to develop. I think they're a better team this year. I think they just keep getting better. Um, their running backs, Chuba. I'd love to see them get a nice little running back though. Chuba's getting old. They have Jonathan Brooks. If Jonathan Brooks pops off, good for them. Their defense, I think, might need a little bit of improvement too. But you got J.C. Horn there, really good corner. Um, yeah, I don't hate them. I think they might need another wide or like a tight end. Like I wish they got Kenyon Sadiq. That would have been that would have been really nice if they could have got Sadiq. I thought that's who they were going to draft this year, but I think he went to the Jets before he even made it to them. Or no, I can't. I don't know. But I think they're like one weapon and a little bit more frugal of a play caller away from being a playoff team. The Titans are unfortunately going to be what the Giants were last year because Brian Dable's there, Robert Sala's there, so it's going to be really pass heavy. It's going to be kind of a fun offense to watch, but dang, is your O line bad? Your O line can't stop nothing, nothing. It's going to be Cam scrambling again this year. So yeah, it sucks, but if they can improve that O line and get a little bit more of a defense, I think they're looking pretty solid. I like Cam Ward's future. I think he's a pretty good thrower. I think he's kind of a smart kid too. But man, it's like the Titans need to establish. They need to establish the mentality that hey, we can stop these guys at the line, you know. But for now, I don't know if they can do that. For right now, I'm putting them young but intriguing behind the Browns, behind the Saints. Colts. Colts are solid, man. Colts are always a solid team. Colts are always a solid team. I mean, think about it. You got a great O line. Well, maybe not the greatest, but like a pretty decent O line. Jonathan Taylor is like the scariest motherfucker to ever exist at the running back position. Bro will just just dart through the line and go for 3 touchdowns. Like he is a goal line merchant. He is so good. He also catches the football, which is great. But then on top of that, you got Josh Downs in the slot, who's decent, who could really upgrade. And then they just paid Alec Pierce, who's a very consistent, pretty deep threat. And then you got Tyler Warren, who I think is going to be a pretty focal point for the offense this year. And Daniel Jones is solid. He's like a Sam Darnold. He's like a Walmart Sam Darnold. So I don't hate him. I don't hate it. And I think their defense is pretty decent too. It's like middle of the pack, a little bit better than middle of the pack. So I'm going to put the Colts. In front of the Texans, behind the Bears. And then finally the Jags. The Jags have a really good defensive line. They were surprisingly like a pretty. I mean, they made it to the playoffs last year and didn't do too bad. They had a pretty good winning record. And you got Travis Hunter coming back. I don't know. I'm not like a. I don't watch the Jags a lot. So for that reason alone, I can't really put them higher than. I can't put them higher than the Ravens. So that's a list. I think that's a pretty W list, to be honest. I think that's pretty solid. So we got Rams, Bills, Broncos, Seahawks, Niners, Eagles, Cowboys, Lions, Chargers, Bengals, Packers. And then you got the next tier with Chiefs, Ravens, Jags, Patriots, Bears, Colts, Texans, Panthers. That's good. And then Giants, Falcons, Buccaneers, Steelers, Vikings, Commanders. Yeah. I don't mind this list. I do not mind this list. I think it's pretty solid. So yeah. Hey, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you have some hotter takes, if you think someone else is somewhere, or if you think I have someone ranked too low or something. But yeah, boys, I'm excited for the season, man. I'm excited for the season. It's gonna be a good season. College football too. I want to make a college football video. I don't know too much about college football. I'm just starting to get into it because I'm playing in Dynasty now. But I'm going to be watching a crap ton of college football this year. There's so many good games. I think week 2 is Ohio State versus Texas. Arch Manning versus Julian Sayin. Cam Coleman versus Jeremiah Smith. Oh, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. And I'm excited. Who else? I'm excited to watch Oregon. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun watching. Tennessee's getting really good. Excited for some Penn State games. Who else? Florida. I guess Miami with Malachi Tony. See how they're doing. Josh Hoover now on Indiana. With Charlie Becker. It's going to be good. But All right, boys. I'll catch y'all later in the next one. Peace.